My name is Shae Bryant, and I am an embodied movement therapist, and I would love to share with you what exactly that is. First, let me start by how I became an embodied movement therapist. And that was through the painful experiences of life in the ballet world, life in the yoga world, life in the Pilates world, when I was in environments, movement environments that weren't based on embodiment, that weren't based on joy. And so, over my own life of really reclamation, reclaiming my own body as mine and saying, you know what, I get to choose, and I choose joy. I choose to move for joy. I choose to move because it feels good, and it's healthy, and it helps me. So that's the therapy, right? We want the movement to be therapeutic. I mean, don't you want less pain in your life, not more? Well, then that means that the way you move, whether it's CrossFit or whether it's restorative yoga, wherever it is on the spectrum, it still needs to be therapeutic. You still need to be listening to this over whoever in the room might be talking at you, right? Or whoever in your life, whatever head, in voice you have in your head that somebody said to you. No, your reference should always be the voice within you. So that is sovereignty. And that's how you know it's going to be therapeutic. And that requires embodiment. So what's embodiment? Embodiment is when you are present, when you are actually in there. So I have worked with thousands, maybe 10,000 clients over the course of my life. And I make the joke like, hey, nobody else is in there with you. So if you don't know what is painful, if you don't know what is therapy, no one else will, right? It really is your job. So you need to make sure you're in there, because otherwise ain't nobody at the wheel. So for example, if you're in a class and the teacher is telling you when to breathe, then you're not self-referencing. Do you need to breathe? Yes. And are they guiding you and encouraging you? Yes. But can they tell you when your body needs the next breath? No. So I have found that a lot of our systems of movement, they're not about embodiment, they're about escapism. They're about abdicating our sovereignty to some so-called authority that ain't even in my body. So how could they possibly tell me to breathe? And how could they possibly know what it feels like? So I have had a blessed path of working privately one-on-one with, like I said, probably over 10,000 people over the course of my life. And from that, I have learned that each path is individual, it is personal, and that your mission is to become embodied and to actually claim your sovereignty within. One of the reasons I enjoy so much working privately one-on-one with people is because if you truly move embodied, you might need to cry. You might need to yell. You might be in the good pain. So you need to make sure, however you move, if it's one-on-one, if it's with yourself, or if you're in some group environment, is it sacred space where my feelings are valid, where my body is beautiful, and I am here to be embodied presence. That is your assignment. I humbly believe it to be so because this body has taught me that. So whatever system that you might practice, let's say it's Pilates, which is a gorgeous system, but anything can be used as a tool or a weapon. So just because it might be the Pilates way, or it might be the series of Ashtanga that we're supposed to do. I love Ashtanga, one of my favorite things to practice and teach. It can still be used as a weapon against yourself when it becomes dogma. And when you say, well, this is the only way, and not only that, but it is the only right way. No, let's get real with ourselves. So releasing the dogma of any system is imperative for your growth and for your joy to be there. So even as something as awesome as Pilates, Can we still release that dogma? So one of the things I work with my clients, in fact, I'd like to show you how I move, and I teach them how to be embodied through Pilates movements. So this is after they've memorized, they know what the exercises are, and they know what the point is, right? They have what I call the ninja skills. They already know how to breathe, they know how to use the right muscles. Yeah, but do you know what to do with it? Now can you have joy with it? If you're really embodied, that's where you find joy. So I'm just gonna move a little bit, and when you watch embodied movement, you yourself will actually have a response. You will become more in your own body. It can't be helped. Presence increases presence in other people. So I'm just gonna do some movements, and I have no idea exactly what I'm gonna do because that's not the point. The point is joy. Recognizing that joy is within, and shifting that relationship with yourself to curiosity instead of critiquing, shifting into joy instead of judgment. That is your assignment. That is what awaits you. With immense love.